things going on. But yeah,
Cheers, brother. Thank you.
no problem, man. Hey, everybody, Spidey here, of course, once again, coming soon podcast, being joined by Joel Castillo, bro. How are you doing, my man?
Doing good, man. Doing great. Good as always, man. You know me.
Yes, sir. Always busy, brother. Always busy.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good thing.
No, for sure, brother. I agree, man. And man, I mean, of course, the last time I brought you up here, man, we were talking about a few events that you were working on for this year, man. It's a new year, 2024. Being somebody that attends these events, man, I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. I'm gonna post that flyer up right quick just so people can see what we're talking about. But this is the one that's coming up, the first one for this year, correct?
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be a good one. I don't think he's been to San Antonio, so this will be his first time here. And very very nice guy. At least what I've heard about him. He's been in tons of movies. I mean, I just found out he was one of the bikers in Weird Science.
Yes, bro. No, yeah. I mean, he's done a lot of cameos. He's been
Oh,
in
he's in
the
so many.
Motley Crue video.
I was watching one of his younger, like when he was like in his prime. I think it's called Cut and Run.
Yes,
I
bro.
watched that this morning. I was like, I want to watch some of his movies just so I can kind of get some, background
Oh
on.
yeah.
They're pretty cool, man. So he's been around, man. He's a real good guy. So I'm
No,
excited to have him down as a guest. So
you see, and he's one of those actors. I mean, we see him so much, man. It's just like, for example, every time they put like, 30th anniversary, 40th, for the movies, and I'm like, man, it feels like it was just yesterday. We've been watching him for so many years, and
oh oh
but
my
we're getting out there, man, slowly but surely.
yeah.
But man, I mean, of course, this event it is going to be happening, bro. The inside Ingram Mall. I mean, the Ingram Mall is a location that you actually already have locked in, and you've been there a few times already. So what are your thoughts on the location, man?
It's great. So now we're gonna be only in the J.C. Penney courtyard, so because that's just the best location. We were in the other side of the mall because we had the mall Santa there, so which is understandable. But now we're back in our main location, which is a great location. So fans and people, they can come through the upper level by the food court area. So
Right.
there's a main entrance on the upper level and the lower level. So you got great circulation. J.C. Penney's there, of course. So that's our primary location going forward. We're going to always be at that area now. So that's
Okay. Cool, man. Because I know, I mean, as far as the mall itself, man, there's always people there. So traffic is always going to be a plus.
that's traffic.
Um, One of the things I was going to ask you though was, as far as I know, the last time you had signs, kind of, letting people know where you were at, man. But I mean, are you looking at putting something else up there, man? Maybe, just to direct traffic, because a lot of times, the mall's so big. I mean, a lot of people get lost, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, we're new there, so we're learning as we go. So
Right.
like you said, we're going to put signs at the different entrances.
Right.
Hey, the events at by J.C. Penney. So
Right. Right.
all I do is look at the directory or the signs up there where it shows J.C. Penney's pointing, and it's easy to find after that. Uh,
No,
but yeah, no, we're learning as we go, and the mall's been working really good with us, and very blessed to be there. I hear so many great things from the vendors. They all live in that general area, and they love the mall. It's like I said, it's big, all brand stores there, and cool. So we're looking to have a very good time at this one. Then we got the Godzilla Fest coming up, and that one's getting some very good hits. Maybe because of the movie, I don't know, but that one's getting popular, and I got a special guest coming down, and his name's Matt Frank. So
yes, bro.
I think a lot of people know him. I think he's an artist, and he does
Yeah.
books and all kinds of stuff. He has a good following, and he's going to come down with his manager. They're going to have a booth, and get there to talk to fans. So a lot of people follow him, and so that's going to be cool. It's gonna be a good show. So we're excited for these two in January. So
No, you see, and one of the things I mean, you said about Godzilla. I mean, the movie definitely helped, man. But I mean, Godzilla is one of those things where everybody knows who that is, bro. So it's
yeah,
broken barriers, it's broken, you know, generations, bro.
that's my childhood, and then I'm sure that's my father's when
Oh
he was
yeah,
15. So it's generations, but everybody knows who Godzilla is. I mean, it's just a great thing that they came up with in Godzilla King of Monsters, and
yeah.
uh, Kong, Mothra, Gora, all the monsters. I mean, it's just it's a great storyline, and we all love Godzilla. So, and then
No,
like
no.
kind of give it a
For
boost.
sure, man. And of course, I mean, the guest is going to be there, man. So of course, the options for photo and autographs is still going to be open, right? That's going to be option.
Yeah. I don't. That's up to the guest. He's not there to make money as far as guarantees or anything like that. He'll be there to take pictures. Whatever he does, that's on him. But I don't think he's going to charge like photos and stuff. I think it's going to be more exposure for and this is what he does for just like me. He does it just because he loves doing it. So
Yeah.
he just wants to come down in the zone. So
Sweet.
he wants to kind of relate and relate with his fans. And he loves Godzilla, so he wants to come down and be part of the show, and so be it. So
Nice, bro. And of course, man, I mean, and not to surpass that event also, man, because I'm definitely looking forward to that one too. But this one that's coming up first, bro, of course, one of the things you put on there, you put a horror costume contest, man. So of course, what are you expecting?
well, if we get anybody that wants to come in costume, because a lot of these events attract cosplayers.
Yeah.
So if we see people dressing up in costumes and stuff, we'll make an announcement. Hey, you know what? There's a dozen of y'all here or whatever. We'll do a costume contest, cash prize, just for the fun of it. Just to kind of entice people to dress up and have fun. And I I know one guy that's already going for sure. He's part of like the movie. Well, Captain Spaulding. We all know him, so I think he'll probably be the first one out there. And
No, yeah, I mean, he's one of the ones I always tell people, man. I mean, just having covered the events for this past year, man. I mean, I've met a lot of great people, man. A lot of vendors.
Yeah,
befriended a lot of people, man. So it's a good community, man. Looking forward to seeing everybody, and like we said, it's gonna be Saturday and Sunday. So of course, for them to show up, bring the family. It's a new year, so make memories, bro.
Yeah. I mean, myself, I dress up. Because I love being a part of it. Like for the lab, I dressed up as Ludo. You remember?
Yes, bro.
I mean, it was hot like a mother in there, but kids, for the fans, they all enjoyed it. They took pictures, and it's great, man. It's a great feeling to give to the community and make people happy. For the '80s one, I might dress like in a blockbuster costume, just to go with the theme. So, I'm gonna dress up, So if anybody wants to dress up and have fun, and maybe get a cash prize, then hey,
you welcome it, huh?
Yeah.
And of course, bro, today, man. I mean, of course, one of the movies that launched, dude, it actually came out yesterday, but today is the grand day, bro. Night Swim, man. Have you seen it, or are you gonna go see it?
No, not yet. No. How is it? Or have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping tomorrow, man. But I've heard some reviews, so it's already kind of like flip floppy, man. But I'm still gonna watch it, though, man.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that one, brother.
No, yeah, it's as far as the trailers and everything, it looked great. It's got some good jump scares, but it's I love swimming, bro. So of course, just like Nas and everything else, I'm like, man, it's out there. But
what's the movie called again?
Night Swim.
Oh, yeah. The trailer looks good.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm hoping. I've been disappointed before.
I hope it don't flop, man.
No, yeah, for sure, man. I'm looking forward to it, though, man. It's gonna be it's the first horror film, for many, this year when it comes to the big screen. So should be good, man. But tell me, man, as far as Christmas passed up, man, and New Year's, I mean, did you have any New Year's resolution this year, man?
Yeah, just to maybe do better this year. Just like anybody else, see how can you improve? How can you do better? That kind of deal.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of plans in place. We're making a little bit of changes and stuff, and we have a hot lineup coming up this year. There's a couple of bookings in process, which I'll disclose later. Yeah, and then we might release an event tonight. An announcement.
Okay, cool, man. We're looking forward to that, man.
There's a couple of big ones that right now are in the works, man, and everything's looking good, and those are gonna be some dropping bombs. You know what I mean? So,
nice, bro.
That, man. So we got a lineup, man. So, yeah, just stay tuned as always.
Sweet, brother. And of course, man, I mean, this is one of the things I always tell people, man. I mean, or I always ask you guys, but I mean, Retro City. I mean, of course, on Instagram, on Facebook, everybody can follow you guys. If they're not on your personal page, of course, they can follow you on those and just keep up with what's going on, right?
Yeah. Every time I post, I usually post our web web link So that way it has all the upcoming shows,
Right.
and what's the show's about and who's going to be there, etc. Just so people know, but yeah, I mean, anybody that attends the show, you can go to the I think it's called Pavilion entrance where the food court's at. You
Right.
can go there, or you can come to the bottom by the JC Penney. Either one, it's gonna be part of the show. The upper level and the lower level have vendors and everything there. Be part of the show. We'll be kind of close to the food court, so we're gonna have some good traffic, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. This month,
No,
next month, we're working on March, the Return of the Living Dead cast.
yeah.
That's gonna be a busy one.
No, no, for sure. And of course, man, I mean, when it comes to vendors, man, because do you have a link where people can sign up, right?
Yeah, that link. Yeah, that link that I just told you. It's actually
Yeah, so,
it's for vendors and for fans. So when you go on that link, you automatically it has a vendor form. So
right.
they'll put their name and they'll fill out what the information. Then when you send it, I get it, and then I respond with an application. So very smooth process, for vendors.
No, for sure, man. Because of course, I mean, some of the guests, some of the vendors that have been there in the past, man. I mean, of course, the product they're bringing
Oh,
a lot of creativity, man. A lot of good stuff, bro. I mean,
oh man.
they're stepping it up.
So I know remember. I know you love this one. One of the products.
Yeah, bro. Yes, yes, dude. I mean, the vendor they made that one, man. Because of course, we talked about that Freddy Krueger glove that they
And
made.
right now she's making me a retro Mac at Night tumbler. Like,
Oh, it's nice.
yeah, dude, with
Man.
with the moon 3D and everything,
Yeah.
man.
You see, man, and that's one of the things I was saying, bro, because she stepped up her game, man. I mean, I saw her at the events prior, and I mean, just some of the cups that she's been doing. I'm like, damn, dude, it's a process, but
Yeah, and and I console them. I say, make these kind of cups for this event, and I guarantee you, and sure enough, she was like, man, it's sold,
yeah,
and they made good money, and she deserves it because it takes a while to make those
no,
kind of cups.
definitely, man. I know she was talking about the process for how she goes about doing it. So yeah, it takes a while. It's a lot of work, but
Yeah.
her art speaks for itself. And the one thing about it too, man, is that all of them are pretty much none of them are the same.
As far as the cups,
Yeah, the cups. I mean, everything that she makes, they're going to be different, right? I mean, a lot of
uh,
them.
I mean, for example, like this was. Remember, if you remember, this is the labyrinth one.
Yeah, that was a good one, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like it takes 2-3 days to make these things, and she and like all the vendors, they're very dedicated to what they, so that's why we put a good show on for them. We want them to sell the product, expose the product, advertising.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm very small pro business, so I try to help everybody out as much as I can. But she's great at what she does, and all the vendors are actually great at what they do. I'll spend an easy couple of $100 the first day. Just I'm like, I hate walking around sometimes.
Just for yourself, man.
But
Man, but let me ask you, bro. I mean, of course, I mean, you're saying you're going to be dropping more bombs later this year. When it comes to guests. But I mean, is there somebody out there that you personally would want to meet that maybe you pull in, or is that one of the ones that are coming up this year, man?
all the ones that are coming up, I'll one. Uh, Bruce Campbell.
Oh man, bro.
I actually reached out to him. I actually wanted to do a show with him, bring him down, and I talked to his agent and him. But he's very selective of what cities and shows he does.
Yeah.
I think he's here a lot for the Aztec, so he's already been here a couple of times already in the last year, 2 years, whatever. But I was excited that he responded to me himself. His agent was real nice. And Bruce even sent me an email back. He just said, hey, thanks for the invite. I'm just tired. I'm just kind of doing selective cities at this time, and then taking a break. So I said, I see you're at all these. I think he's not. I think he's more of like the Aztec. More of a
Right, right.
on the stage. I think he's more into that than kind of doing the con thing. But you never know. Maybe he'll hit me up in a year, or who knows. But
Man.
Evil Dead has always been one of my favorite movies, man.
No, you see, and then that's one of the things too, because I know he does a lot of events where he's actually does talk. It's a lot of Q&A. It's a lot of he talks about his films, his time, and it makes sense, But I mean, for him to, and I think we talked about it a little bit the last time too, man. We were saying how it's a whole different format because at the Aztec, of course, it changes the time, the parking. It's just a whole different animal. Something like with you guys, it would make a little bit more sense because now just a regular joke can go out there and be like, oh man, like
he make
I know this guy.
he make a killing easy. He
Oh,
did more than he did the Aztec. I tell you that.
yeah. No, yeah, man. Tag him. Let him know. Tell him, hey.
Every actor has their own deal that they're more comfortable with. So be it. I respect it. But like I told him, said if it ever gets slow for you, hey, I'm here, San Antonio. So.
Well, you see, and that's one of the things too, man, because San Antonio is growing. I mean, the fact that you landed at Ingram Mall, of course, it opened up an opportunity for yourself. But as fans like myself, man, I mean, media, being able to cover these events, bro, it's great. It's a great thing, because we're fans. We want to meet these people and do the whole fan thing and photo and. So it's I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, man. I mean, I know you told us about the Return of the Living Dead, which is one of the ones I'm freaking dying to cover, bro. That's gonna be a great one, bro. That's gonna be looking forward to it, man. I'll say that much. I'm a fan of that movie, and it just makes for me it makes sense, dude. I've always been a fan of horror comedy. So just, whenever it comes to movies, I always Return of the Living Dead, and they're like, oh, okay, I see what you mean, because it's funny, it's horror, it's right up my alley, man.
Just like Evil Dead, it wasn't meant to be scary or it was kind of both a little bit funny, but scary, but that little comedy into it. That's what made it great, original.
No, for sure. I mean, I agree, man. And of course, man. Let me ask you, when it comes to this year, bro. I mean, of course, you got you got work, you got family, you got conventions, man. I mean, are you going to be taking some time off when it comes to like in between events, or are you looking to stay busy?
No, 2 events every month. What I'm planning to do is just one market event, like Godzilla Fest,
Right.
something very affordable for vendors to just kind of make some extra money for the big events. Because of course, big events are more pricey because it's more pricey to get these celebrities, their airfare, their hotel, per diem, all that stuff. So it gets pricey. So we do a market so that way it helps vendors, get some funds to help for the bigger events. So we do one market a month and one event with a celebrity a month.
Nice, man. That's smart, man. Because of course, it takes money to make things move. So the more you able to generate and save, and then of course with the vendors too, they're making a buck and promoting their product. So it's a win-win, man.
Yeah. Like I said, we're always gonna do 2 events. Because on the way I see it, I don't want to burn anybody out. It's work. You know it firsthand.
Yes, bro. Yes.
It's work to be there 6-7 hours. 2 days in a row, unpacking, restocking, unstocking. So we're gonna do it twice a month. That's the most. Because everybody needs a break. So.
Man, let me ask you this, bro, because of course, I've been working on a few films, man. I actually got one film that I'm getting the DVD this week, man, so I'm looking forward to that. But if you had an opportunity to be in a horror movie or in a sci-fi movie or action movie with one actor, man, in specific, who would it be, bro?
Let's see. I'm looking at my blockbuster collection over
there.
There
you go, man. There you go.
Man. There's probably a couple. Man. I don't know, man. To be honest, there's probably a few. I mean, there's a lot of actors that I like. But what kind of movie I would like? I like to be in like an action or horror. Those two are, what I love.
Nice, man. Heck yeah, dude. And that's one of the things I always tell people, man. I mean, when it comes to doing what I'm doing, I've got a few voice perks. I submitted a few. I put a few submissions the day before yesterday just to see if I can land something, and I'm having fun with it, bro. But yeah, if I had an opportunity to be in a movie with a certain like actor or just the movie itself, man, it would be a Killer Clowns movie, bro. If they were to do a sequel, I would beg them, and I would not like, man, I would love to be able to, be an extra. I don't care, bro, but that'd be fun.
Yeah, that might be something we can work on later. Because when he came down, they told me, they said, give us a reason to come back.
Yeah.
And he they both compliment. Well, actually, all of them. They compliment on the video that we had made.
Viral, man.
it went viral.
Yeah.
They said that was a great idea. They go, you know what? No promoter's ever done a video for us like that. It's just a flyer and that's it. And for me, I like to be different. I like to try something different than somebody else that hasn't tried. And look what happened. It went viral on TikTok. And John
Bro.
Bonasori, the musician, the one that made the music for Killer Clowns, sent me a message. Yeah, and I didn't even know how. Like, I mean, I didn't message him. I didn't know. He saw the video, I guess, from California. I don't know. So
Yeah, bro.
it went viral, man. So it did its job. So
Yeah.
he,
Oh
he,
yeah.
he that man. So it was a madhouse.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole that was a fun one. I'm definitely looking for more like that this year, man. I mean, I know
Oh,
that was one of the movies that kind of like we talked earlier that broke generations because my kids were there, and I mean I saw it when I was a kid. They saw it because of me, and it's
yeah,
gonna be an ongoing film, man.
yeah. And thank you for doing the commentary over there with.
No, bro, man, I appreciate that, man. I mean, that was one of
And you,
my keys last year, man. I'm gonna take that to the grave, bro. But I appreciate that. It was definitely a great experience, and sure, we'll do it again, man.
yeah,
Do it
and
again, brother.
answers. He said firsthand that the movie's getting more popular now than it was
Yeah.
back. When they did it back then, they didn't get really any feedback. It was just a B movie.
Oh yeah,
Now, he's saying that they're getting a lot of requests. To go to cons and stuff like that. People
yeah.
just love the movie, man. I don't know. Maybe it's clowns. I don't.
I know, man. I think it was the fact that everybody does. A lot of people are afraid of clowns, but I mean, it was just so much fun and so funny that people were like, "Oh man, I'll watch it," And
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of the actors were saying just that when they first made it, they were like, oh, okay, they didn't hear about it till like years later, and they were like, hey, man, you were in that Killer Clown movie, and man, years later, of course, it blew up, and people wanted to meet him, and heck yeah, dude, why not?
yeah. And they're very awesome. Me, what's his name? The two main actors. We went to an Irish pub. The first night.
Oh yes, bro.
They were just talking like normal human beings. I didn't. I wasn't gonna. It was like about midnight. I was gonna ask them about the movie and all that.
Yeah,
You hear that all the time. We start talking about life and just. They're just human beings, man.
yeah.
So they're very they're very down to earth. Very down to earth.
Oh, for sure, man. Because even like when I was asked to go and help bring them out, and I was in the back talking to them, and they were just like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they were eating, and I was just like, "Oh man," like. But it was the only thing I did ask them at the time was like, "Hey, you know what? There's a strike going on. I mean, is there anything I can ask?" And they were like, "Man, we don't care, man. Ask away, bro. Like that's not even us. We're up here, like." So that was cool. That was cool because I did have questions, and yeah, some of the fans that were there, of course, they got to ask a few, and they did. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's good, man. And we're looking at a wonderful year. What I got scheduled all this year, it's great, man. Goosebumps tribute with Slappy. That's gonna be a good one.
Yes, dude. Yeah,
What else do we got? Bill Mosley.
yeah.
And I might even add a couple of more to that one. So that's in the works.
Oh, okay, sweet, man.
Yeah, and what else? I might do a release tonight. And there's a couple that in the works right now. But I'm trying to think what else we got coming up. Got that big '80s one, and I'm working on a celebrity for that one. So
Nice,
that one,
bro.
but yeah, I mean, there's just so many. I've got so many things worked out. I got more in the process of working out. So
Man,
we
maybe you can bring Zach Morris and AC Slater, man. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, man.
man, put talkers in the background.
There you go, dude. There you go. But yeah, bro. But of course, man. I mean, as always, man. I mean, it's good talking to you, bro. I mean, I know this event. I'm gonna put the poster up right quick. But it's gonna be a Strange and Deranged horror show, of course, with Michael Berryman. I mean, for those that know, I mean, he's been in so many movies, bro. I mean, some of the photos are on here. But that is going to be at inside Ingram Park Mall here in San Antonio, January 13th and 14th. Both days is from 11 to 6, correct?
Yeah, starting Sunday 11 to 6, January 13th and 14th at the JC Courtyard.
Yes, sir. And of course, man, I'm going to be there, bro. I'm looking forward to it. And I look forward to seeing you, man, seeing everybody out there having fun and enjoying themselves, bro.
It's one big fun hangout, man, with good friends, man.
No, exactly, brother. But I do thank you, man. We're going to be plugging you in even more. I mean, even probably after that event to see what else comes up, man. But always talking to you, man. Don't hang up yet. Everybody out there, of course, once again, this is Spider Coming Soon podcast. Till next time, follow up.